Taking you around Dog Nation in 90 seconds, this is DN90. Hello everybody, I'm Brandon Adams, and there's no doubt over the last couple of years, Georgia has increased its national recruiting footprint. There's probably no better evidence for this than the fact that California's Kendall Milton, a five-star running back, and Zachary Evans from Texas have both named Georgia as their finalists as their recruitment winds down. But as excited as UGA fans are about the potential presence of both Milton or Evans in a Georgia uniform, it has led to some questions of whether Georgia is doing enough to recruit in-state running backs like four-star Tank Bigsby from Hogansville, Georgia. Well, there is some evidence of the last week that maybe Georgia is more involved in Bigsby than it was at least publicly believed to be not all that long ago. Bigsby's tweeted within the last few days that Georgia's now, quote, showing some love, and he shares a edit that Georgia shared with him on Twitter. Bigsby's nickname, of course, is Tank, and they have superimposed the image of Bigsby on top of a tank. However, as cool as that edit is from Georgia, that was not to be, outdone by South Carolina, which hosted Bigsby for a visit this weekend, found an actual tank nearby the Williams-Brice Stadium, and got him on there for what looks to be a pretty cool photo with the stadium in the background of Bigsby standing on top of what is an actual tank. Now, when you hear that news of Bigsby back on the South Carolina campus again and getting the cool photo shot of standing on top of the tank, that might lead you to believe that Bigsby is about to do what former five-star running back Marshawn Lloyd recently did and commit to South Carolina. But Phil Kornblut, who covers recruiting in the state of South Carolina, writing for a number of newspapers and doing his own radio show there, said this week on Dog Nation Daily that that's not necessarily the case. Here's the point that Phil made about Bigsby.
It would seem to me as many times as Bigsby has visited South Carolina, and he was in January, he was in April, he was in last weekend for his official. I think he was in for some games last year. You would think that if he is all set to go with South Carolina, they would go ahead and move on it. Obviously, that's not the case at this point in time. The insider type people, they have had him pegged for the Gamecocks for a long time, and they kind of felt like something would happen this weekend. But the fact that it didn't is, I don't think, a good sign for South Carolina from an outsider's perspective. I mean, this is a guy that you've recruited very hard. You had the most visits from him. I don't know what else you can show him and tell him to convince him to commit. So it seems to me like he's just not of a mind right now to want to do that.
So Phil Kornblut says right now Bigsby not of a mind to commit to South Carolina. What's he waiting for? Obviously none of us know for sure, but there'll be plenty of Georgia fans who speculate that maybe the thing Bigsby's waiting for is a little more of that love being shown by the Georgia Bulldogs. For more on UGA recruiting, make sure you check out DogNation.com, and while you're there, find out information about Dog Nation Days of Summer. In fact, just added to the Dog Nation Days of Summer lineup for Thursday, June 13th at Callaway Resort and Gardens, former Georgia great John Stinchcomb. Find out about that and so much more by visiting DogNation.com, and we'll see you back here tomorrow once again for DN90.